Hello, welcome in. I heard that you were gonna get an eye exam today. Yes? Okay, perfect. I have all the stuff laid out here. I've been waiting for you actually. It's been pretty slow today. So, before we start anything, I'm gonna have you fill out a few things as usual. You've been here before? No? Okay, perfect. I'm gonna have you fill out a new patient form. I have it right here. And I'm gonna highlight the things you need to fill out because some of these things are optional, and of course I don't want to waste your time. I feel like, everyone's in kind of a hurry nowadays, so I just want to make sure. So let me get a highlighter, and then I'm gonna highlight the things that you need to fill out, okay? Okay. So I'm gonna have you, let me back up a little bit. So I'm gonna have you fill out your first name, last name, and the date, obviously. You don't need to put in your address, but if you do want any updates or if you ever book an appointment with us, then you can if you'd want. And then of course we need to have your insurance information. And then the next one is phone or text updates. This is optional, but I would really recommend that you do it. And then the end is just your preferred method of contact. So, and then we also need your phone number. These are really the most important things that we need to fill out from you. So I'm gonna go ahead and hand this to you, and I'm gonna give you a pen too. 1 second. I have this really fun one. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and give this to you, and then you can fill it out. Okay, don't drop that. Okay, thank you. While you're filling that out, I'm just gonna get a few things ready for the appointment, so take your time. You're done filling it out? Okay, perfect. I'm gonna go ahead and take that from you if that's okay. I'm just gonna take this from you. Thank you. And I'm just gonna put this aside, and then we'll put in this information a little bit later. Of course. Thank you so much for filling that out. Okay. So the eye exam you're looking to get is just a general eye exam, just to make sure that you don't have any issues or if you need glasses or anything like that. Okay, perfect. I actually got these glasses from our store. They're really, really nice. Okay, so first I'm gonna put on my gloves. Oh, actually, wait, first I'm gonna put on some hand sanitizer. Of course. I have a freaking cut on my hand, oh my god. That burns, oh my gosh. Okay. Now that my hands are nice and clean, I'm gonna put on these gloves. Serial killer, oh my god. Do you watch Dexter? Oh my god, the show's so freaking good. I used to watch that show with my mom when I was really young. I probably shouldn't have been watching that show, but YOLO, you know what I mean? I kind of look like those chefs on TikTok or Instagram. You know, they always wear the black gloves. It's aesthetic. Okay. So first, I'm just gonna simply check your eyes. Okay, so let me put my glasses down so I'm gonna be able to see you. Okay, so we're just gonna do a left and right eye test. Okay, so I'm gonna cover this eye right here, and then I'm gonna grab an object. Let's see. I'll grab this. Okay, so let me know when you're not able to see this. Okay, or when you can't see it as clearly. Okay, let's start over. Just let me know when your vision is obstructed in any way, okay? Right here? Okay. Perfect. Okay. I'm gonna do this one, and then just let me know, okay? Right there. Okay. Perfect. Okay. Perfect. And then I have a flashlight, okay? It's kind of bright, so I'm gonna kind of dim it a little bit. I'm gonna hold it a little bit below your eyes so it's not super bright, okay? I'm gonna cover this eye. Sorry. And then I'm just going to check to see if there's anything in your eye. There's a little bit of dust, but it's honestly not that bad. Okay. Okay. Let me check this eye, okay? Be careful. Brace yourself. Okay. Oh. My flashlight. My flashlight might be dying. Okay, let's do this quick. Okay. Yeah, it's looking pretty good. Okay. There's just a little bit of dust. That's completely normal. Okay. Before we get started on the visual exams, I'm going to clear your eyes out, and I need you to keep your eyes open as much as you can, okay? So I'll just do a little demonstration on myself, just so you know what you're getting into, because it's a little scary, but I promise you it's not that bad. It might be a little bit uncomfortable, but honestly, I think you'll be okay, okay? So what I'm gonna do is this thing has air, right? I'm gonna blow the air out, right? And then I'm just gonna blow it into your eye, and you just have to keep it open just try not to close your eyes, okay? And I'm gonna do that with each eye. So it's gonna be like this, like, you know? Okay. So first I'm gonna do this one, okay? Just try to keep your eyes open. Okay, perfect. And then I'm going to do this one. Just try and keep it open, okay? Wait, make sure it's in the right eye, in the right area. Kind of makes like a whistle sound, but you passed. You passed. You did a good job, okay? I don't want to do it too much because the whistling sound might hurt your ears. Before we start with the visual test, I'm just gonna take another quick look at your eyes just to make sure there's no irritation, make sure there's nothing blocking your eyes before we do the test, okay? Okay, let's look. Honestly, not that bad. You have pretty good eyes. You might have a little bit of like astigmatism, you know, like I have, but overall, it's looking pretty okay. Let's start the reading chart exam, okay? Of course, we are a pretty small, low budget clinic, so I did make these myself, but it's okay. First, we're gonna start with just both of your eyes open, and then we'll do your left and right eye, and then I'll move it farther away, okay? Okay. So, just tell me when you're not able to read it, okay? You can read this one. Okay, just tell me when you're not able to, okay? With both eyes open. Okay, but this one. And this one. Okay, this one. Okay, this is where it gets a little tricky, okay? These ones you're having a little bit of trouble, that's okay. And then try your best to read this last one for me. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna cover this eye, and then let me fix my posture and placement here. So I'm gonna cover this eye, and then try to read that as best as you can, okay? Okay, and then the third line. And then the fourth one. Okay, and then the last big one. Okay, and then try reading those bottom ones for me too. Okay, it's a little hard on this eye too. Okay, that's perfectly fine. And then we're gonna do this one, okay? So let me know. We're gonna start with the first one. Okay, and then the second one. Okay, it's a little bit blurry on this one. Okay, that's fine. Just try your best to read it. It's okay if you make mistakes, that's what it's for. Just tell me when you can stop reading, okay? Okay. Line 10 is you can't read it anymore? Okay. Perfect. Let me write down a few notes here before we move on. So, left eye. Couldn't read past line 10. Okay, perfect. Okay, we're gonna move on to the next eye test, okay? So with both eyes open, I want you to tell me when you stop seeing the hot air balloon, okay? Right here. Okay, perfect, perfect. I'm gonna cover this eye now, and then I'm just gonna move it back, and then you tell me when it gets a little bit blurry or your view is a little bit obstructed, okay? Right here? Okay. Oh, then I'm gonna cover this one. You can still see it from here. Okay, perfect. Okay, you know the drill. We're gonna just do it with both eyes open this time. Okay. Right there? Okay. Okay, let's do this eye next. It's blurry. Like you can't really see it at all. Okay. Okay, let's try this one. You can still see it. Okay. So it seems like this eye is the one that's having a lot of issues, which is perfectly normal. Nothing to be ashamed of. Okay. That's my assistant. Don't worry about him. He's perfectly normal. Okay. This is the third image, the next eye test. Okay. So I'm just going to read this for you. I'm just going to ask you, what color is this apple? Red means it's normal. Dark yellow means you're pretty colorblind. Blue is we're gonna have to do, like, you shouldn't be seeing that. You should not be seeing blue. If you're seeing blue, like, I might have to escalate this. And then pink is we need to do some further tests. Okay? So just look really closely and tell me what you see. You see pink? Okay. That's perfectly fine. You have to be honest with your doctors, of course. And it's a really pretty pink too. I see red, but that's okay. We just need to do some further tests and then we'll get you some help. Okay. This is image 4, the next eye test. So, I just need to ask, what is the hidden number in this image? Okay, just look really closely, and it's okay if you can't see it. 87. Okay, but it's a little hard to see. Okay, that's perfect. The answer is 87. Probably, yeah, the answer was right there. Oh, sorry. I hope you didn't cheat. I hope you actually do see 87. Don't cheat in this test, okay? Just be honest, okay? Yes, it is 87. Okay. Since you saw the pink apple, I'm just gonna look into your eyes once more, and I'm specifically gonna check this eye, okay? Because it seems that that one is the one that's having the most issues. And also, I want you to tell me if when you look into the light that it's either just a circle light, or is it like a stagnant, like lines everywhere, okay? So I'm just gonna shine that into this eye, okay? Tell me what you see. Do you see just like a good bulb of light, or do you see like big lines, like big bright lines? I think my light died, but just tell me what you saw. You saw like those stagnant lines, like they're really bright and like this. Okay, perfect. That's all I need to know, okay? Okay, so it does look like you need glasses and you're slightly colorblind, but that is perfectly okay. Being slightly colorblind isn't really a big issue. It might cause you a little bit of issues with like coordinating your outfits, but honestly that's not that bad, okay? So I'm going to show you our glasses shapes that we do offer, and then I'm going to get your prescription. And we have a separate store, or like a separate section in our store where you pick out your glasses frames, and then we put your prescription frames, like your like this part in the frames, if that makes sense. Okay, so these are the shapes that we offer. Okay, so first one is circle, next one is square. I really like this one, but I also really like circle. These are all really good options. It just depends on your eye shape and the prescription you get, and also like your face shape. We also have the combination where it's like straight on top and then circular on the bottom. This is a very common shape, so that one's also really good. Next one is cat eye, which is like a pretty out there shape, but honestly, if you have the shape for it, you can pull it off, you know? I've seen a lot of people with cat eyes and they look really good. Next is aviator. I don't recommend these for any classes ever because they make you look weird. Unless you're like a 40-year-old like man with like gray hair and you have like a good jawline, you could probably pull these off, but other than that, no. Next is oval. I feel like mine are like a mix between combination and oval. I think they look pretty good on me, but these are a really good choice as well. It's personally up to you. You'll be able to choose at the counter which one you'd like. I just wanted to show you just in advance so you're not too overwhelmed by the choices. I think my assistant is causing some trouble. Okay, let's move on. Next, I'm going to measure your eyes, like the distance between them, just so we can get your frames and glasses just right, okay? Okay. Okay. Let me do that one more time, just to make sure I got it right. Okay. I'm gonna write down your measurements for the lady. She's gonna make your glasses, and I'm also gonna put your prescription. So yours isn't too bad, but you do need to wear them, okay? But honestly, if you didn't wear them, everything would just be a little bit blurry, especially on this eye for you. But it's not like a big hindrance on you. You're very lucky. Just, you know, just have a little bit of poor eyesight, but that's not something to be ashamed of, okay? So I'm just gonna write down your measurements really quick. Okay, perfect. I'm gonna take these off, okay? Okay, so I'm gonna send this information over to the lady, and it should be ready. You can go to the front desk now, obviously. So right after this, you're gonna go to the front desk, and then you're gonna ask what shape you'd like, and then she'll have it ready in about a week, and you can either pick it up or we can deliver it to your address if you'd like. And then I'll also put this paper into the system. But other than that, I think you're perfectly good. Is there anything else you need from me today? No? Okay, perfect. In that case, I will see you next time. I really hope you have a good day, and I really hope you enjoy your classes. Okay? All right. Bye, bye, bye.